No, because actually, let's go through a list of things that should have got me that for some reason did not. God really do be giving his most harrowing, horrifying experience to his goofiest of soldiers. Got kidnapped by my dad for like 3 months. Nobody called the cops. I was starved, but I was okay. I made friends with a 30-year-old man when I was like 8 or 9. And my mom knew about it and would just let me run off with this guy and play with him in the woods. Like, nothing happened. But, like, this man's did not have children or anything like that. I was just allowed to be alone with him for, like, hours on end. I had to walk through a cornfield to get to my bus stop for a long time at, like, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then walk myself back through the cornfield to get home. A pack of wolves spotted me on the playground one time at night, and we just, like, stared at each other, and then they walked away. Oh, stayed out till, like, 1 o'clock in the morning when I was, like, 12 years old. Like, playing on the playground on a school night. And when I got home, my mom was like, oh, I was gonna give you another hour before I called the cops. Drank Drano twice. Walked on busy roads and intersections all the time. I'd walk on the side of the highway a lot. And I'd always be confused why people would, like, stop and, like, try to get me to go in their car. And I'm saying from, like, as young as, like, 11, I was doing this. Once tried to hitchhike from my house to my grandparents, who lived, like, 15 minutes away by car. I got, like, halfway there and then I had to call somebody. But the entire time I was walking, people were honking at me and, like, asking me if I was okay, and I didn't know why they were doing that. I was, like, 12. Ran away and hid in the woods for 2 hours. I would leave through the basement window of my room and walk around my small town, just at night, alone. Hopped in a man's car because my siblings had gotten lost in the woods because they were left unsupervised. And, this guy pulled up right next to me and was like, get in, they found the kids. And without hesitation, I threw my bike on the ground and just got in his car. And thankfully, he just, drove me home and everything was okay. But yeah, that could have been really bad. There was this weird 24-year-old guy when I was like 16 years old. And I thought, like, he was my friend. So the first day I met him, I, like, let him into my house and, like, we shared pizza. Turns out he wasn't that nice to other girls on the mountain, but I was bigger than him, so I think that helped. Got into multiple car accidents. One with a semi-truck. Befriended and dated individuals that, like, stalked me and took my things, because socially I was very inept, and I didn't call out their creepy behavior. Like, one of my exes was a dude who, in school, in the lunchroom, in front of people, liked to sniff my hair, like, put his nose in my hair. Did that multiple times. I just didn't, I was just kind of like, I guess I smell good. I've eaten many things that are not food. I've gotten into many a physical altercation with a grown man when I was a child. Got rocks thrown at me. Got into a ginormous thunderstorm while I was on a ride that went up 360 feet and spun you around in, like, a little swing. I don't know how we didn't get struck by lightning. I've had many an ex try to... I didn't assume that I was, like, desired or wanted, so, like, adults and, like, older kids would be like, oh, come into my house or come into my room, and I just wouldn't think about it. But I think me being completely oblivious kind of made them feel awkward about the situation. Because I'd be like, you said you had video games. Where's your video games? And they'd be kind of like... I would go places and not tell anyone where I was going. These are all the funny ones. There's other stuff that's not funny. But these are the funny ones. The things I have survived. I don't know how I'm alive either.